Hey, it's MK, and I am playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, the double page series, and today's layout is by Stephanie Olson. I will not be doing a double page layout, so I have only chosen to do the left side. So I've picked out a couple chipboard pieces. I've got one from Dusty Attic, actually two from Dusty Attic. This one here is been in my bin for a while, so it's getting a little worn. I've got a flower from Simple Stories, and then a chipboard piece that I don't really remember where it came from, to be honest. And then some chipboard pieces from Minte, and then some wood veneer pieces from the kit that I picked up on the cruise ship. Now I've got these two map pieces along with this black cardstock scrap that I plan on matting my photos. The map pieces are from 49 and Market Sunburst collection. And then I have this Royal Caribbean sticker sheets, two of them actually, again from the cruise kit that I purchased on the ship. I have this foil paper that is from a Stampin' Up! Pad, or not pad, but Stampin' Up! Kit that I purchased. And then this wavy paper again was from the cruise kit that I did on the ship. I apologize about my phone. I did not realize that I had it in my hand while I was editing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Distress Oxides on my wood veneer and my chippies. I like using my Distress Oxides on these elements because then I feel like I get a good blend on my pieces before they start soaking into my pieces. So I just went ahead and brought all my oxides to this retreat knowing that I was going to be coloring a bunch of chipboard. I do apologize again for all of this glare in the left-hand side of my desk. I was not aware of this the first couple of layouts. I try to be cautious of it and put things there that will cover it up, but in the long run, it was just too tedious for me to do, and I apologize. So the first couple videos this month are definitely going to have this glare, and then of course it is no more once I get back home after the retreat. So I apologize, you guys. All right, so I'm just picking out colors, nothing special. I feel like I can play with all the colors, have a little bit of blue, a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow. I really don't have a color scheme to go off of because it is just gorgeous pictures of the water. And I have to tell you guys that there is nothing like the color of the water that we saw on this trip. Like absolutely nothing. It was a gorgeous blue, and every port it was a different blue. Every ocean that we sailed, which was the same ocean, but from port to port when we were sailing, it just was fabulous. I mean, I just could not make that kind of stuff up. All right, after I'm done doing all of my blending, the jellyfish was already blended, and like I'm sorry, I don't remember where the jellyfish came from. I don't know if it was from the kit that came on the cruise ship or if it was from something else, and I do apologize for not knowing, but it is a wood veneer piece. It is not a chipboard piece. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut out all of the waves so that way I can do something different on my layout instead of just having a giant block of paper in the background of my layout like Stephanie has in her sketch. So I just wanted to do something a little different. Plus I didn't know what else to do with this wave paper. So it was perfect. I'm going to go ahead and map my photos on this black cardstock, and I am leaving a little bit of room so I can rough up the edges a little bit, and then I'm going to trim down this map paper. I don't really necessarily want the map paper. I really just wanted the pattern and the breakup of the white and the blue on the paper, or the different blues, I should say. So I wasn't really going for a map design, but once I scuff up the edges of the black, a little bit more of the map design will show through on the second photo mat rather than just what little you see already, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to go ahead and scuff up, and I'm only going to do one because in all honesty, it's the same thing just twice. So I do have a photo going horizontally and a photo going vertically, which is the reason why I chose to do the left side of Stephanie's layout, because she had the two photos going vertical or horizontal or vertical. Yes, that was correct. And one photo going horizontal with the title underneath. And that worked out perfect for these two photos that I already had planned for a layout. I'm going to go ahead and scuff up all of the top ledge or top edges of this wave paper. And now I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to put the pieces back together, but I want to do an inch around all three sides. So I want it to look like it, belonged, like I want it to come off the right-hand side. I really do like that part of Stephanie's sketch. And so I'm going to try to keep that, but I still want to apply a white border all the way around, leaving 1 inch on three sides, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to tuck all my pieces in to shrink this piece of paper by 2 inches, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to take all of these pieces and, tape them in, but I'm going to scoot them behind each other just enough to where I basically take 2 inches out of this piece of paper. Yes. I know it sounds harder to explain than it should be, really. And I also forget which side I'm supposed to put the tape on. And so most of the pieces on the right-hand side are taping to my desk. And then, of course, I stopped using my ruler, so everything kind of went a little wonky. So I'm just trying to put everything back, and I love how this looks. Now, I do know that some of it is going to get covered up. I do know that, but I do love how this piece of paper looks just by cutting it apart, roughing up the edges, and then shrinking it back into itself. It actually probably would have looked just fine if I would have done this exercise and then still kept it at 12 by 12 as well. It probably would have looked amazing having the gaps where you scuff up the edges. So I'm going to go ahead and use this foil paper or this holographic paper as the little strip that Stephanie has across where her title is going to go. I liked this piece of paper because of the fact that it almost represents the different colors of the water when the sun hits it. And so I definitely wanted that. I love all the different colors that the holograph brings in, and then my pieces don't look like they stand out as much. Because I do have all this color being brought in just by the holographic piece. I also picked out the title colors based off of the Royal Caribbean sticker. So the blue on the top for lovely, and then the yellow at the bottom for the word cruise. I'm going to take this Our Adventure sticker and go ahead and cut it in half and then rip the two edges just so that way it doesn't look like it was just a plain sticker cut in half. And it was, it doesn't have the same amount between the O and then the R off the edge. So I went ahead and I ripped those two pieces. But now it says Our Lovely Cruise Adventure instead of just Lovely Cruise and then Our Adventure. So I really do like that. Now, one of the things that I really didn't like about some of these stickers is, especially the cards, the pocket cards. Some of them say my, like my this, my that. There was very little that said our, but a lot of it said my. And then I thought, well, this wasn't just mine. And I really didn't want to use it. And I really didn't, I felt weird using a bunch of the my's. And so, I don't know what I'll do with most of these stickers because, it's not my, it's our. Even when I went on a cruise with my husband, it was still our cruise, right? But a lot of the stickers do say my. All right, so now that I've got all of my goodies, I went ahead and I tucked in everything over on the left side of the left photo, based off of the embellishments that Stephanie had in her sketch. And so I pretty much followed the sketch to a T, except for instead of one piece of block paper, I decided to trim out my wavy paper and give it a little bit of texture and whatnot. And then I had a large title just like she had. I mean, it was awesome. So Stephanie, thank you so much for such an amazing sketch. I really did enjoy playing along with this sketch. Don't forget to check out every everyone else that is playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Series 16, the double page series. The playlist is down below if you guys want to go check it out and see who all else is playing along per YouTube. But then there's also a Facebook group link that I will have linked up. So that way you can go and check out who isn't on Facebook and what they're doing with the sketches in the album for Series 16. All right, you guys, again, thank you so much, and I will check y'all later. Bye.